Yo everyone, what's up? This video we're going to be talking about strings and just working with them a little bit more than we have so far. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about is just how to get string input. And we've done this before, but if you're just jumping into this series, that's the first thing you're going to want to probably learn how to do. So let's first just kind of make a program to ask a user to input their favorite food, for example. And there are a ton of string reading functions available. Maybe not a ton, but there's more than just printf and scanf, which is what I've been using for the series. You may want to look into some of those. I'm just going to stick with scanf. It's the simplest. So you can use this conversion character, which basically says, hey, we're going to read whatever the input is as a string. And then we need to store this somewhere. So the way we create a string is we say char, and then we can name it something, and then we give it a size. Now, what's the most long food name I can think of? I don't know. Chicken Parmesan's kind of long. Doesn't matter. Just give it a value. Okay, so let's say 50. Okay, now there's something you guys got to be really careful of. The 50th character, so index 49, is reserved for the null character, the termination of the string. That means we only want to read 49 characters, so we can reserve that last one for that null character. So to do that, you can put a 49 here. And then we just need to say fave food. Okay, so you don't actually have to use the address of operator, which we've used in the past. And it has to do with what is called decay. So when we pass in the array, the character array, it decays to a pointer automatically versus using something like an integer. We're going to get into pointers here really soon, so definitely check the upcoming videos out. But for now, just understand that you don't need to use the address of operator there. And we should be able to print out that string. So same thing, we can print this as a string, just like that. And let's go with a new line afterwards. What is your favorite food? And it prints lasagna. Great, so everything is working so far. We got user input, and it should be protected from basically really, really, really long food names. So if I just do a ton of characters here, it's going to crop it to the first 49, which is a good thing because we don't want to try and actually store all this in our string. Okay, so cool. That is the first thing. The next thing I wanted to talk about was just talking about the length of the string. So let's just say we wanted to create some code to see how long the string was. It might look something like this. We might make a loop. So let's just say we have a variable to keep track of how many characters are in it, and then we're just going to scan through the array until we hit that null character, and then we're going to stop. So we could have something like character count, for example, and we're going to start at 0, and then we can just loop through the array. So we'll start at index 0, and we're just going to test to see if that character is the null character. So we might have fave food, index character count. So that's going to get the first character, and we're going to check to see if that's equal to the null character, which is written with a \0. So, and actually what we want to do is, well, it's not equal to that. So as long as we're not equal to this null character, we want to keep executing some code. And then in here we could say character count ++. So that's just going to increment the character count. And then we can actually print out this character count. Just like that. The character count is 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. So it's working. Every character increases the character count by 1, and it's not including that null terminating character. So that's good. And if we were to put in a huge string, I didn't need to compile again, but that's okay. It should say 49, hopefully. Yep, the character count is 49. So we basically created a section of code that can be used to get the length of a string. And eventually you could take some code like this and we could make our own function. So if we wanted to go down here and do something like int car count or whatever, we could create our own function. But there's actually something already built into the C programming language to do that. The function that's available in the C programming language is called strlen, so string length. And the way you would do something like that is you would basically say, or actually we could choose this variable here. We could say character count is equal to strlen of, and we could pass in our string. So we could say fav food. And let's see what happens when we compile this. All right, so it says to include string.h, so we need to make sure we do that. The character count is 7. So there's no way to guarantee that they're doing the same method that we are doing, but it very well could be. We don't know. So that's just some cool things you guys can do with strings. Hopefully that gives you more familiar with strings.